Hello and welcome to another episode of Forged by Honor with our great partners, the City of Arlington. I'm Corey Crowley, filling in this week for Chris Cassidy, who's in the South Pacific with Medal of Honor recipient Kyle Carpenter and Project Recover. But what we'd like to do is welcome you up to the visitor deck of the museum. Behind me you see an immersive theater. This is where every visitor will enter the museum exhibits for the first time. It's called the Medal of Honor Experience. And on both sides of you in this room shaped like a big donut, you'll see the stories of the Medal of Honor recipients coming to life before your very eyes with 16-foot tall theater screens and projections all around you. As visitors leave this experience, they'll head out into the galleries, which are 360 degrees all around the rest of the building, and tell the stories on different islands of each Medal of Honor recipient who's featured in our first batch of 85 recipients. Our museum collections out here in the exhibit galleries are made up of macro and micro artifacts, and one of the macro artifacts, the biggest one, you may remember from an earlier episode of Forged by Honor, this Huey helicopter, which will be used to tell the stories of 11 Medal of Honor recipients and their actions saving the lives of others aboard this aircraft. We're standing now in what is the last area visitors will see when they come to the museum. It's the virtual recipients, as we're calling it. This is an opportunity for visitors to actually interact with Medal of Honor recipients who we've filmed over the course of 4 days apiece, asking them hundreds of questions. AI will be coupled together with that, and then you'll be able to sit down and ask a Medal of Honor recipient in a theater just like this one anything from experiences about their Medal of Honor action, to what their favorite ice cream is, to where they grew up as a child or their favorite sports team. It's a very interactive and personal experience. The recipient will be large as life in front of you, and you'll be in one of these small, intimate theaters with just 8 to 12 other guests and able to ask any of these questions. And we're excited because it's also a technology that we'll be able to deploy in classrooms around the country and make available to teachers and students to do on an iPad or laptop in their own classroom and have a similar experience. So thank you again for joining us for another episode of Forged by Honor, and your regular host, Chris Cassidy, will be back with you next month.